Let's talk about progressivism, one of the most influential ideas in modern education. What makes it stand out is the question it asks. Instead of focusing only on what we should teach, it steps back and asks how students actually learn best and what kind of people we want education to help them become. That shift in thinking is what shapes everything else we'll cover today. At the heart of progressivism is a simple idea. Students learn best when they're actively involved, when learning connects to their own interests, and when it links to real-life situations. The goal isn't just to fill heads with facts, it's to build problem solvers and critical thinkers who can adapt as the world keeps changing. The phrase to remember is learning by doing. Students don't just sit and listen. They investigate, create, work with classmates, and reflect on what they've discovered. That's how real, lasting understanding gets built. Progressivism rests on four main ideas, and they really work together. First, learning is student-centered. We start with what learners are curious about and what they already bring to the classroom. Second, learning happens by doing. Students try things, experiment, and create, rather than just listening to a lecture. Third, collaboration is essential. A lot of real understanding develops when students talk things through and build on each other's ideas. And fourth, learning has to feel relevant. It should connect to the community and to genuine challenges, so it never feels like abstract information, disconnected from everyday life. Progressive learning actually unfolds step by step in a way that feels very natural once you see it. It starts with a real question, a problem that genuinely matters to the students or their community. From there, learners investigate by exploring, researching, and gathering their own evidence. Next comes collaboration, where they share ideas and let their thinking be challenged and sharpened by others. After that, they create something, maybe a solution, a product, or a presentation, to show what they've come to understand. And finally, they reflect. This last step matters a lot, because experience on its own isn't enough. Without pausing to think back on what happened and what it means, the learning doesn't really stick. In a progressive classroom, the roles really do shift compared to a traditional setting. The teacher isn't standing at the front lecturing the whole time. Instead, they act as a guide and a facilitator, asking good questions and designing rich learning experiences. The learner takes a much more active role, solving problems, working with classmates, and taking responsibility for their own inquiry. The curriculum is flexible and grounded in experience, connecting school subjects to real-world issues and to what students actually care about. Assessment changes too. Rather than just memorizing facts for a test, students show what they can do through portfolios and real performance. A nice example is when students investigate a community issue, work together on a solution, and then present it to people who genuinely have a stake in the outcome. So to bring it all together, progressivism says that learning is most powerful when it's real, when it's relevant, and when students are actively involved. Education isn't about pouring information into students and hoping it stays there. It's about helping them grow into thinkers, collaborators, and problem solvers who are ready for the challenges of a changing world. If there are four words to take away from this whole discussion, they are experience, reflection, collaboration, and growth. Those four together capture the spirit of what progressivism is really about. To close, here are the main sources that the ideas in this presentation are built on. If you have the time, it's really worth going back to the original works whenever you can. Reading the original thinkers helps the ideas sink in much more deeply than just hearing about them secondhand. The names of these authors come up often in professional education exams, so being familiar with who they are and what they stood for will give you a lot of confidence when you sit the test.